Hello guys, welcome. This is Deepika from wealthandhealthmastery.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create an Instagram post from scratch, and also we will see how to use existing templates for Instagram post. So let's get started. So the first thing is very simple. We'll go over to create a design here. We'll click on this button and then we'll go and look for Instagram, and it is going to give me two options. One is the Instagram post, which is of the style portrait, and the other one is of the type square. So you can choose whichever style you want. I'll go with the square one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And this opened up a blank slate for me, and I can use my imagination to create my Instagram post. So the first thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very personal Instagram post using one of my picture with my husband. So what I'm going to do is I'll go over to the elements here, and from the elements I'm going to look for frames. And the frames that I'm going to use, let's say we'll click on see all frames here. And the frame that I really liked is this heart-shaped frame. I know it's too cheesy, but let's go ahead and go with this frame here, and I'm going to increase the size of this heart, and then I'm going to put this heart in the center. So if you see this line, that tells me that now I'm in the center, and if you wanted to make sure you're in the center, you can go over to position, and here you can say middle, and it's already in the center. So middle and center tells me that this picture is in the middle. If you don't want it, or you want it on the right hand side, it'll move to the right hand side. If you want it to the bottom right hand side, it can go. So play around with these align to the page. I like it in the top, somewhere around here. So that way I can put some text at the bottom, things like that. So this is my frame that I've added. Now I'll go back here and look for my picture. So I'll go over to the uploads, and I have already uploaded one of the picture here of me and my husband. So this is the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this picture on top of the frame, and you can see here the picture got added onto the frame. And if you want to move this picture somewhere here, or let's say you want to take my face on the top, or you wanted to do something like this, you can do that. But I liked it the way it was, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it right there. So this is my picture. It has a little bit of decorations coming in the picture as well. Now once I do this, you can increase the border. So make it, let's say I'll go over to here, and I can increase the border weight of this heart. So you can see once you do this, this is how it looks like. Okay, and if you want to change the color of this, you can do that by, let's say you like the border like this, you wanted a pink style, you can do that. A completely different style, you can do it. There are also photo colors if you want to use, so you can choose whichever option you want from this list here. So let's say I'll go with a red color. Let's say we go with this red, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so one part of the picture is done, where I've added the frame and the picture and added some border around it. Now if you want to add some text, very simple, you go over to the text here, and let's say we look for something like love, and you can see here these are some texts that are available. So let's say I really like, from here I can pick up, let's say we just go with this one. Okay, love it. Now here I can change the text to something whatever, like enjoy. Let's say we change it, and I wanted to change the colors of it. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the black, and this looks pretty cool. Enjoy. Okay, so now this is a very simple Instagram post. I want to add some color to it, so I'm going to go ahead and add some background here, and I'm going to use photo colors. Let's say not the photo colors, I'll go with this color. So this looks pretty cool, and let me change this to black again, so that looks pretty cool here. So this is one of the Instagram posts that I've created, a simple one. I've added a frame, I've added some text over it, and I've added a picture onto that frame. Now if you didn't like this background color, you know the trick here, you can change it to whatever color you want. And let's say we go over to the, you have to play around with the colors to decide on which one do you like. You can pick a color palette also from here, let's say, and this looks pretty cool. Okay, so this is my first Instagram post that I've created. Now we'll go ahead and start from blank here. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to white, and we'll start a very professional Instagram post. So I'm creating this Canva course, right? So I wanted to create a post to tell the people about my new Canva course. So what I can do is over to the design, I can look for templates related to course. Okay, I can do that. I can start from the scratch here, and let's say I like something from this list, online course here, so it gives me template around that. Grow your business, let's say we go with something like this. Okay, so this one is there. Now online course, I'm going to change it to Canva 101. This becomes Canva 101. And if you want to increase the size of this, you know how to do that. Let's say we go over to 60, and now let's also increase the size of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it and make it a little bit bigger, put it in the center, and then move this on top of it. Okay, move it on top of it. So this becomes Canva course, and here you can change what you're going to learn. Sign up today. And then if you want to, these are all customizable, and there's an image here. So I'm going to go ahead and detach the image. So by right clicking on it and detach the image here, I'm going to get rid of this image, and I'm going to put my own image here. So I'll go over to the uploads here, and let's look for an image that I like. So I like this image. I'm going to go ahead and put this image over here. And if you wanted to change anything on this one, you can do it. Let's say you want to put a logo of Canva here. So this is another image you have. I can go ahead and replace this image. I can get rid of this. I'm going to go ahead and put another image here. So I'll go over to the uploads, and over uploads, let's say if there is a logo of Canva, and let's put this logo on. Let's get rid of this and put this logo over here. And if you want to edit the image and remove the background color, it is going to remove the background color, and then you can reduce the size of this, and now you have Canva in the picture, so people know this is about Canva. Now you can customize the text here. You can change all these text to whichever you want. You want to change these also, you can do it. Let's say instead of these radio button, I like something called as check mark. So you can look for check marks under the elements. So I'm going to go ahead and look for check marks here, and we'll go over to the graphics. So you have all these different check marks that are available. You can pick between whichever you like. Let's say I liked something like this. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to drag it and drop it over here. Reduce the size of it to whatever size you want. I'm going to go ahead and reduce it to like something like this, and I'm going to put it next to brand identity. Similarly, I can get rid of all these, and I can copy this one and paste it here. Control C, Control V, Control V again, move it over here, and again Control V, move it over here. Now these are a little bit bigger, so you can change the size of this to match it, and then move it right next to it. I've added some checkbox here. You want to change the color of these, you can do that. You can change it to your course description. Let's say learn to build cool images, graphics, things like that. You can add it over here. Now instead of sign up today, if let's say you want to add a QR code, you can do that also in Canva. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, and I'm going to say delete. So far this is what we have done. We can customize all of this thing, text, etc. We have detached the image and put our own image here, and then here I want to add a QR code. And the way to do is you go over to the apps here and look for QR code, and over here there are QR code generator apps here, QR code here, and here you're going to enter the URL. So let's say I want to enter the URL of my new course, and you will go ahead and put that URL. Let's assume this is my URL, google.com, and I'm going to go ahead and click on generate code, and this is my QR code. Now if you scan this QR code using your phone, it is going to take you to google.com. So this is my QR code I've added. Now if somebody wants to buy it, they can use this QR code and scan it. Now if you want to tell them to use this QR code, you can add an arrow, very good thing here. So that tells me what to do, an arrow here. And let's say you're using something like this. So there's this arrow you are using. I'm going to go ahead and put this arrow over here and change the color of this arrow to a different color here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this arrow, change it to, let's say, this color. Okay, and this is my arrow. So this tells me what to do here. So you can scan the QR code. We have changed everything on this template here. We added a Canva logo, added a picture here, changed these things. If you want to start from scratch, and you can use some of the elements from the template also. Let's say you didn't want to use everything from the template, you want to use certain things from the template. What you can do is you can do add page again, and here we'll change it background to white, and we'll go back to the design again here. And let's say we liked few things from one template, few things from the other template. You can pick and choose that also. So let's say you want to go ahead and over here we will add another page, and from this template you liked something. Let's say you liked this particular template and you liked this online webinar, and you didn't like this part, so you wanted just this online webinar part. You can go ahead and select this, do a Control C on it and Control V, and drag that particular thing that you liked over here. And let's say we change it to Canva course. We'll make it as a Canva 101 and put it in the center. So position, middle and center, or sorry, top and center. It's already in the center. So this is Canva 101. Now if you want to add an image of a laptop, what you can do is you can go over to the elements and look for laptop. Let's say you liked one of these laptops that are there. You go over to the graphics, a laptop facing you. You can use something like this. There are pro versions of this. Let's say we liked something like this here, and you want to change the color of this to, let's say, a black, and you can change this to black also. So this looks pretty cool. Okay, now you've added a laptop here. Now onto this laptop you can add a frame also. So you can add frame over to this laptop, and let's say we add a frame here, and we will go ahead and resize this frame, and we'll go ahead and put it onto this laptop screen. Okay, and onto this frame you can add your picture. So you're onto this frame, let's say we liked this picture here, so I'm going to go ahead and add this picture, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the frame. So on my laptop I have Canva 101. This is my image here. If you want to change something, you can drag this image a little bit down, and you can do that by double clicking on that image, and you can move that image wherever you want. So let's say you can let's say you wanted to do like this, you can do that, but I didn't like it, so let's just keep it this way. Okay, you double click on that image and you will be able to move that image wherever you want. You can expand it, zoom it, things like that. Canva 101. Now anything else you liked from a different image, you can pick up that, or you can go over to the design again and you can pick and choose something else from a different template. Let's say from this template I'm going to add this page, and from this template I like the register now button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select this. I'm going to select these two elements, register now. Let's move this because it was hard for me to select it. Now I'll be able to select it, Control C, and then here I'll do Control V. Okay, and this is my register now. Very simple. I have Canva 101, register now, and there's an image of myself. If you don't want this image, I'm going to get rid of it, delete the image, and let's just put the image of Canva logo over here. So I'll go back to the uploads, and from this list I will choose Canva here. And I'm going to go ahead and move this as my image, and this Canva 101 register now looks pretty cool here. One more important thing is there is that box didn't come along with it. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one more time, Control C, Control V, and get rid of this and do a Control V. Now this looks pretty cool. Now it has both this stuff. Now if you want to change the color, you can change the color here from here to black and change the text to, let's say, white. So this looks pretty cool. Register now. Now if you want to move this in the center, you know the drill here. You just click on it and just drag it wherever you want. The spelling of register is wrong, so you can change it to register now. So now this is a very simple Canva 101 you have created. This is another course that we used an existing template. We added some QR code. We used everything from that image. Here what we did was we used some portion of the template and we created this particular Instagram post here. So these are some of the Instagram posts that we have created. We started from a very personal Instagram post, then we created a post using an existing template of Instagram post. So we have started with this template where we are trying to sell our new course on Canva. And then the third one that you saw here is we basically stolen some of the templates, ideas from different templates, and we created this particular Instagram post here. So this is how you can create an Instagram post from scratch or using other templates. We also learned how to add QR code over to our Instagram post, and this QR code you can add it anywhere. You can add it on Instagram post, story, Facebook post, anywhere you can add this QR code. The way to generate the QR code is you go over to the apps here and look for QR code, and there are different apps. So we'll just use the first one here, which is the QR code, and then it is going to ask you for the URL, and you'll enter the URL and it will generate a QR code for you. And that QR code you can add it onto your post, Instagram story, wherever you want to add it, you can add that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.